Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Ray and Ace, NFL Week 6. Let's go.
Bam! Bam! All right, boys and girls, before we start, let me bring out the machine gun. That's what we did to Vegas and the bookies and the sports book this weekend. It was unbelievable, Big Ray. Tore Vegas and the sports book a new one. Holy crap, what a unreal, epic trip to Vegas. Do not fast forward this video right now. We got a few administrative things we want to discuss. Do not fast forward. It's a must watch. First, we want to start off and say, help us get to 10K subscribers. We're at about a little bit over 9,000. Road to 10K. We're really looking forward to that. Help us by hitting the subscribe button right now. We're trying to get 10K subscribers, 10K views on this video, 10K views on college, and 1,000 likes. Help us do that. Show the love to Big Ray and Ace. Secondly, administrative issue. We've been getting a lot of DMs and messages about setting up some sort of Discord or WhatsApp group, and so we can get all the viewers and subscribers in there so we can build our community of people that are interested and, give a lot of feedback, picks, insight, and just, last minute picks. Everybody's looking for that, and it'd just be much easier. And so we're in the process. Comment below if you guys want to join that and you think that's a good idea, and we can try to set that up. Like even we were talking about, like yesterday, for example, is Monday Night Football. Big Ray was so pumped and hyped about Raiders +8 and just hammering Raiders +8, and I really liked that pick too. So we both liked it, but if there was a way for us to message all our subscribers on YouTube, we would have just threw out a message, hey, hammer Raiders +8, but there's not. So we're like, hey dude, if we have a Discord chat, we can easily do that. It'd be much easier. So comment below if you guys are interested. We'll figure out how to set that up and make it exclusive for our community. And then thirdly, we're getting a lot of comments on people that want to send us some tips, send us some money. Some people are making a crap load of money off our picks. A crap load. Yeah, and we're not sure. And people are messaging us about premium packages and this, that, and da-da-da. Right now we're giving out our picks, and so people are saying, hey, how can we tip you? Do you guys have Cashapp, Venmo, Zelle, etc.? And so far we've not really set that up, so we're gonna look to set that up. We'll put that in the description, so if you guys want to take care of your boy Big Ray and Ace for all the work we're putting in here on these videos, feel free to do that. It's all welcomed. And yeah, and that's pretty much the administrative issues that we wanted to go over. Let's get into the Vegas trip. It was an unreal, epic trip. We really went into detail on the college video, so we're not going to get into the detail, but unreal. We were there from Thursday morning, drove up around 9:30 a.m., about a 4-hour trek to Vegas, and, left on Monday morning. Unreal trip. It was just a really good trip overall, Big Ray. What do you think?
For sure, definitely for me. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, monetary-wise, it was a great trip. Just a fun trip. Hit up a lot of food places. The trip could not have started off better. You guys remember Thursday Night Football. We had the Colts versus Denver. And what happened? On the way up, Big Ray, telling Big Ray, we were looking at the player props, and I was like, hey, Big Ray, first touchdown scorer. I like the no touchdown. Yeah, no touchdown. The value is there at 100-1, and they're both kind of good defensive teams, and they're both running backs, and both quarterbacks are not playing well. This could be an interest defensive struggle, and I said the value is there, 100-1. And you were like, oh, you don't know, maybe if you're not really, you're not a big guy on just throwing that out. But Z-Ball Podcast came out with us, and he liked that pick as well. He said, yeah, I like that. And what did you guys know? Big Ace, because we're not going to be Big Ray. It's going to be Big Ace after that. I'll tell you that. Big Ace slammed the no touchdown, and I'll tell you that. Sportsbook that hit, they remembered exactly. They're not going to forget the Don't Get Fooled show and Ace. Because that's how the weekend started, and that just set the tone for the entire weekend. Slammed the Matt Ryan over 236. I was like, dude, they're gonna throw a lot. No Jonathan Taylor, he's gonna get some pass yards, and then the teaser of the Colts and the Colts under, and so all started off 3-3 with a huge win on the no TD 70. Ended up only getting at 75-1, but the trip was not good, not great, just epic. So it was epic, and then we went 4-2 on the college, and then 1-1 in NFL. Epic trip, great day to be in Vegas. We hit up Egg and I, your favorite spot, Big Ree.
No doubt.
A lot of good pizza places, Grimaldi's and what was the other one? Giordano's.
Yeah.
A few good breakfast spots. Just a lot of Shake Shack.
Yeah.
The buffet at Caesar's.
Buccaneers.
That was unbelievable. I want to give a shout out to Maria at the front desk. Hooked up our party. There was a long wait.
Yeah.
We didn't have reservations. I don't know if she knew us. She liked the
Maybe
show.
She liked you.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? I just gave her a little smile and a wink, and Maria's like, hey, because she was at first she was like she don't want anything to do with us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, said a few words to her, and next thing you know, she comes up to me and says, hey, where's your group? Follow me.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I didn't know what was gonna happen. She just led us all the way to the back.
Right.
And so there's all these people waiting.
Yeah.
And so I personally don't think it was me, Big Ree. I think she liked you. And she was like, okay, she's like, is he with you? Okay, fine. He's with you. That's fine. You guys just all make room. So, but that buffet was solid.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they had everything there. You can't ask for anything else out of a buffet.
I agree.
And then the dessert bar, they had the crepes, they had the gelato, they had all the different little desserts and
Reese's,
the cakes, the
donuts.
creme brulee, the donuts. I mean, holy crap! And then the breakfast bar, they had waffles, pancakes, French toast,
Yeah.
crab legs, shrimp cocktail. Unbelievable, bro. We ate good. We ate really good there. And so we were there for what, maybe 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Just went to town on that buffet. I think it was $69.99 per
Yeah.
person. Worth every dollar, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I'd go back. I would drive up just for the buffet. But if I'm in Vegas, I'm staying the night. I'm not driving up just for that. So that was great. Egg and I was great. Carlo's Bakery in the Venetian. That was unbelievable. I love Carlo's Bakery. Always got to go to Carlo's. And so it was just an overall great trip. There's nothing like Vegas. Vegas is back to normal.
Yeah.
For sure. During COVID, everyone's like, hey, Vegas is not the same, and it's not. But Vegas is back to normal.
It's been like that, though.
And it's been like that for a year now, but it's definitely back to normal. Everything is popping. Everything's going on. So if you were thinking about going to Vegas, highly recommend it. Go there. Have a good time. A good day. All weekend long weekend. So, great trip to Vegas, and cannot wait for the docket of games. We're on a nice streak here, Big Ree.
Yeah.
Things are going well. Subscriber base is pumping. Views are going up, and a lot of people like the show. A lot of new viewers.
Yeah.
A lot of comments about people saying we need to go mainstream and best show on the net, best handicappers, and we appreciate all the love. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort into this production, and as you guys can see, over the past 6 years, we've really put a lot of effort to increase the viewing experience.
Right.
So we started off on the couches, just somebody holding the phone one day. And you remember we started, we were at Baskin Robbins having a blast and eating some ice cream out there. And you're like, dude, why don't we just do a video? You remember that?
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, when we get back, let's just do a video.
Okay.
And we did the video. And so we appreciate all the love. And so on that note, we want to give a shout out to some viewers and subscribers on the show. And before we actually give the shout outs, if you want a shout out on the show, you want us to shout out your city, you want us to shout out your job, where you work, you shout out your mom, happy birthday, shout out your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, your best friend, your BFF, whatever it is. Put it in the comments. We're going to give some random shout-outs, so it could be you. So let's give some shout-outs, Big Ree.
Shout out to Frank Martinez, always watching on the treadmill, getting his exercise done, burning the calories, watching the show.
Nothing like on the burning calories, getting a workout in, and watching the Big Ree and Ace show. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
So he's been a long time. Frank has been with us for a while. I want to give a shout-out to Big Joe. Big Joe is always commenting. It's a lot of love and a lot of hate sometimes too, giving us a hard time. But nothing but love.
He needs to work on his grammar a little bit too.
Look, Big Joe, that's coming from someone else that DM'd us, right? That someone DM'd us and they were pissed about one of your comments, and they were like, "Who is this Big Joe guy?" Da 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 da. So, but look, he's been with us for a while. But shout out to Big Joe.
Shout out to Matt Ader, new viewer. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're on the show.
What up, Matt? Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Gurpreet Johal. He really enjoys the show, a new subscriber. So shout out to Gurpreet.
Shout out to Charlie Foy.
All right, Charlie. Charlie's been with us for a while too, and so shout out to Charlie Foy. I want to give a shout out to Nevada Clark. Thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate the love.
Shout out to Big Len.
What's up, Big Len? We appreciate the love. Big Len was hitting us up trying to see if we have a Cashapp to give us a tip. He cleaned up last weekend. Shout out, Big Len. I want to give a shout out to Carlicia Peterson, one of our female subscribers and viewers, and it's always good when we get the comments from the females. There's a lot of them, but a lot of them are not commenting, and we appreciate all the viewership, and we include everybody here, and so shout out to Carlicia Peterson.
Yeah, shout out to Nick from San Antonio, the 210.
210, what up, Nick? I got a lot of love for San Antonio, Big Rig. I love San Antonio.
Nothing like San Antonio.
Nothing like San Antonio. There's a lot of these cities out there. So I put it in the comments what city, and zip code you're from and area code you're from. We'll give you guys a shout out. We used to be doing this every week, I remember, and I think we haven't done as much this year, but a lot of people love the shout out. So if you want a shout out, let us know in the comments, and we got you. What else, Big Ree?
That's pretty much it. You want
to get into the docket of games, Big Ree?
Let's get it.
And nothing else on the BS talk? I mean, come on, this is kind of short. I mean, we're only 12 minutes in, guys. So nothing else you want to discuss?
Nothing really.
Any plans for the weekend?
Nah, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about other things.
You're thinking about Ree has got some other things on his mind. Big Ree is not. I'm thinking about the weekends. We got some good college games for sure on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
I don't want pizza this weekend. I think I told you I'm not. But I'm thinking about hitting up some Chinese food. Really good Chinese food. I don't know. I'm just in the mood, and it is getting a little bit cold over.
Just said
what? What? What'd you say?
You said on the last video, I'm going to have pizza and wings on Saturday.
Oh, did I? I guess, okay, look, but look, because I'm just used to having, okay, but when I'm watching the game, I'm going to have pizza and wings.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go out to have pizza. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for the confusion, Big Ree. It's a little bit late here. We're recording kind of late here on Tuesday. And so forgive me, the energy level might be a little bit low, but look, I meant pizza and wings on that USC-Utah game for sure.
Yeah.
But when I go out, I'm not going to go out because we had pizza twice in Vegas.
Yeah.
But I'm in the mood for some Chinese food.
Yeah.
And it's getting a little bit chilly here at night, so get some nice Chinese soup and some fried rice, some chow mein, a few entrees, and go to town. So nothing like that. And, we ate a lot of sweets too over the weekend.
Yeah,
so
for sure. I'm cutting down on the sweets.
Got to give it a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the food is always there. The thing is, we can eat so much, but we're always going to go to town on food the following week. It just is what it is. By Friday comes around, I'm going to be pumped. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's been a juicy weekend. 5-1-1 on the video picks, and we like the Raiders, and so it was a lot of good picks, and we're going to keep that momentum going. So if you got nothing else, Big Ree, give me the green light. We're going to get into the docket.
Get it.
All right. Here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are a 2-point favorite. Jacksonville 2-3, coming off a 13-6 loss to Houston. They were a 7-point favorite and they lost to Houston. They're currently on a 2-game losing streak after starting 2-1. But they outplayed the Texans. The total yards 422 to 248 total yards. They did beat the Colts in week 2, 24-0, Big Ree. What do you think about that? They won 24-0, and the spread here is Colts -2. That's kind of interesting. They do have the sixth ranked run defense, and fifth ranked in total points, which I don't think a lot of people know. Jacksonville's defense is a pretty strong D. 3 out of their first 5 games were on the road, and all 3 losses were by 8 points or under. So these are all close games. Running back Travis Etienne Jr. is starting to warm up.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the second year. He didn't play last year. He's a rookie out of Clemson. He got injured his foot, didn't play, but he's starting to heat up, and he's looking good.
Yeah.
And I know they got Robinson at the running back, but this guy I think is the real deal.
For sure.
Then we got Indianapolis Colts, 2-2-1. They're coming off a 12-9 overtime win versus Denver on Thursday night, and I can appreciate that low-scoring game full of field goals. That was great. Look, but you know what? They have looked bad in every single game except that Kansas City game that I called.
Yeah.
That I called that upset. But they've looked bad across the board. Quarterback Matt Ryan, first year of the Colts, coming from Atlanta. He's not looking good at all. And I don't know what's going on. 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Just kind of doozy of a play. Running back Jonathan Taylor, he's questionable for this game.
Right.
But honestly, he's not been playing well all season. He's played in 4 games, and every game he looked bad except the Texans. That's the only good game. And look, 4 yards per carry, I don't think he's going to make big difference here, especially against that stout Jacksonville D. Look, this is a reverse Vegas special here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, they won 24-0. The Colts are -2. And everyone's going to take the Colts, especially if they won against Denver. And they're like, oh, they're playing the Jags who lost the Texans. This is an easy one. How is it only 2 points? I think everybody's slamming the Colts here. And I'm going the opposite way here. I like the Jaguars. Look, they're definitely an improved team here.
Right.
And +2, I know they're on the road. Colts are going to get slammed here. And I like Jacksonville here. And I'm taking Jacksonville +2. Game 2, we got the New England Patriots at the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are a 3-point favorite. New England 2-3, coming off a 29-0 shutout win versus Detroit. Shut them out. Was supposed to be a high-powered offense, number 1 offense in the league, and they got shut out by New England. Running back Ramondre Stevenson ran all over Detroit, 161 yards on the ground. Look, Detroit had the 30th ranked run D. Yeah. This guy put 161 yards on them. But look, Cleveland's not much better. They're ranked 28th. And so I think Stevenson's going to have a field day again against Cleveland. Then we got quarterback Bailey Zapp. This guy looked, honestly, as good or better than Mac Jones.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this.
And this guy's a stud, honestly. He's out of Western Kentucky. He's a rookie. I think he has the FBS single season record in Division I for, I think, 66 total touchdown passes last season at Western Kentucky. Beat Joe Burrow's record. This guy was 17 for 21. Look at that accuracy. And I honestly was not a big fan of Mac Jones. I think he's a solid QB. I think you said, what'd you say? You said he hit his ceiling.
Yeah, he's reached his ceiling. He's not going to get any better.
And I think him being out or in is not a big difference. I think this guy can.
The spread didn't move. I was telling you that last week.
Yeah, and I think this guy can play as good or maybe even better, right? You know, he played at a small school, but this guy's could be a stud. And they've had tough losses. They lost to Miami, Baltimore, and Green Bay. 3 solid teams that they've lost to. Then we got Cleveland, 2-3. They're coming off a 30-28 loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. They blew that game. They were up 14-0. And then they missed the game-winning field goal, too. So they just completely blew this game. They should have won that game. Quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, this guy's a game manager. Would you agree, Big Ree?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Game manager, but he's playing solid. I know some people think Cleveland could be a interesting future play, at 70-1, if they think they can squeeze out keep it competitive until Watson gets back. They could be interesting. And especially, I think the main reason is they got a stout running back in Nick Chubb. That guy's Kareem Hunt, but Nick Chubb is just playing great. Dude, 118 yards per game, 6.1 yards per carry, 7 TDs. I mean, this guy is playing great.
Yeah.
He is playing great, but here's an interesting tidbit. Look, both of their wins versus Carolina and Pittsburgh, both of those teams are 1-4. So they got 2 wins. They beat 1-4 teams in Carolina and Pittsburgh, and then they lost to the Chargers, the Jets, and the Falcons. So they've lost to average teams, and they've won against crappy teams. Why the hell is anybody happy about the Cleveland? It makes no sense that anybody is excited about Cleveland. And I really like the Patriots here. Easily. And this is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I'm taking the Patriots +3. All right, game 3. We got the Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are a 5-point favorite. This is a Monday night game. Denver 2-3, coming off a 12-9 overtime loss to the Colts. Look, this was a sloppy game, but honestly, all of Denver's games have been sloppy this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't know what's going on. I think did they lose to San Francisco?
No, they won them 11-10.
Yeah, they won San Francisco 11-10. Just a lot of funny games for them. They're not putting up much points. Offense looks like complete crap. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, and everybody's trying to debate now, is Russell Wilson just a system quarterback? Does he just suck? Is he injured? What is going on?
Yeah.
I know you have some strong take. What's your take on Russell?
He's just a system quarterback. It's been proven. I was showing you the Russell versus Geno stats.
Yep.
It's pretty much proven. He has receivers. He has a running back. I mean, even with Javonte out, you still have MG3.
So you don't feel like this is just a slow start and he'll pick it up?
No, I don't think so. Because that division's hard, too. You're not passing the Chiefs.
That I agree. I mean, look, but I mean, I'm a Russell Wilson fan.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan, but like I like Russell Wilson, but I don't know, man. He was really good, and then now, Denver gave him the bag, $200+ million. And dude, I hope for Denver's sake that this guy is, I mean, I'm sure Seattle fans and Pete Carroll and them are just laughing their asses off right now, for sure. But I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. But they're 2-3, 3 losses are all by single digits.
Right.
But they have a good defense. That's why. And then the Chargers 3-2. They're coming off a 30-28 win versus Cleveland. As I said earlier, I think they should have lost that game. But, they did win. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Quarterback, Justin Herbert, he's playing well. You got to give him credit. He's playing really well. But all of their games are close games. But I think there's 2 keys to this game. First, the Chargers have a bunch of injuries.
Right.
They're not healthy at all. And the second thing is here, they have a decent run game. They got Eckler, right?
Yeah.
But they're a passing team, right, with Herbert. Yeah. Do you agree? And they've played the 23rd, 24th, and 25th ranked pass defense teams.
Yeah.
And Herbert's having a field day. And that's what's even keeping them close in some of these games, because otherwise they have too many injuries and they're not playing well. But, Denver, what their pass D is, Big Ree?
Third?
Number 1.
Yeah,
they have the number 1 ranked pass D.
Yeah, you got PS2 there.
Yeah, and they're gonna give Herbert problems. And look, as much as Denver's playing like crap, I don't see them going 2-4. And I don't see them getting blown out here and setting the whole thing.
Don't they have 2 wins already?
No, they're 2-3, but they're 2-3. Okay, yeah. But I don't see them going 2-4.
Okay, got it.
And I just don't see them losing again. And if they do, they're not getting blown out here. It's they're losing at the end on the last minute touchdown. And so I really like Denver here. I just don't see. I think this is an easy cover for Denver.
Yeah.
Easy cover. I'm taking Denver +5. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is the 49ers at the Falcons. The current spread is 49ers -5.5. We got the 49ers 3-2 coming off a blowout win versus the Panthers. Baker Mayfield just taking another loss, getting injured. maybe intentionally. We got the 2-3 Falcons coming off a 21-15 loss to the Bucs. And the Falcons' loss to me was more impressive than the 49ers win. Because the 49ers win was just a blowout. It was expected. The Panthers suck. The Falcons put up a fight against the Bucs. And Marcus Mariota is playing pretty good. It looks on rookie wide receiver Drake London is playing good. And the 49ers are banged up here. So I really like the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons plus 5.5 here. The next game I got is the Vikings traveling to South Beach to take on the Dolphins. The current spread is Vikings -3. 4-1 Vikings coming off a 29-22 win versus the Bears. They were up, I think, 21-3 at one point. Dolphins coming off a terrible loss.
Unbelievable.
40-17. Teddy Bridgewater getting hurt. Kirk Cousins finally looked good. A big week for him. Justin Jefferson played well. Dalvin Cook played well. But I really like the Dolphins here. I think they bounce back. I believe Teddy Bridgewater plays in this game. Tua is not going to play.
I don't think so, no.
I think the Dolphins, I'm taking the Dolphins +3, and I'm taking them to win straight up. That's my lock of the week. The last game I got is the Bucs at the Steelers. Bucs coming off a 21-15 win versus the Falcons, as I just mentioned. Steelers coming off a blowout loss versus the Bills 38-3, as you called last week. This is going to be a good game. Steelers offense is not that good. Najee Harris has fell off. Rookie QB Kenny Pickett has just had his first start. They're just averaging 15.5 points, giving up an average of 25.5. Bucs offense hasn't been looking that good either. Even the wide receivers are kind of banged up. That's the way it's kind of looking. But their defense has looked good, and this is going to be a low-scoring game. I really like the under here. I'm taking under 44.5.
All right, real quickly before we sign off, Big Reed, want to know your thoughts on the whole controversy about all the quarterbacks getting protected and these ridiculous roughing the passer penalties. What's your thought, real quick, on that?
Yeah, it's really bad. I thought it was only the Tom Brady privilege, but then yesterday Derek Carr got it. It was just stupid.
That was a joke.
Even though I took Raiders, I even said that was a bad call.
Horrible call. I think it was a horrible call. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what do you want these guys to do now? It's just starting to get ridiculous. Like, I get it that you want to protect the quarterbacks, but like, dude, at this point, like, what do you want these guys to do? These are big men, 6'3", 6'4", D line men coming at them.
Yeah.
Your job is to take this guy down.
Right.
So now you want to tell them, yeah, take them down, but be a little bit gentle.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell are you talking about?
You might as well play flag football.
It's absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
And I get it, and this has been the trend over the last 5, 6, 7 years to protect the QB, but now it's just becoming a damn joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. And the NFL needs to fix this and fix it ASAP.
Yeah.
It's a complete joke. And Derek Carr, that was it. You know, look, I like the Raiders, but that was a joke of a call.
Yeah, for sure.
A joke of a call, and even the Tom Brady one. And it feels like, I felt like they didn't even call that, and then when Tom Brady started complaining, they called it, and they threw out the flag. Like, get out of here. Stop it. NFL needs to fix that, because a lot of fans are upset, and these D linemen should be upset. 6'4", 260. These guys are just beasts, and you're telling, oh, go run after this guy. But when you grab him, just, give him a tap on the ass. Come on, guys. It's just crazy, dude. Like, you got to let them do what they need to do. And wear more pads or whatever. It is what it is. I don't like it. Hopefully they clean that up. But other than that, I just want to remind everybody to subscribe to the channel. Help us get 10K. Like the channel. Comment. We love the comments.
All right. Peace out, guys.